Um, you know, I'm Moni Heart. I'm working on those models still. I forced myself to start working on the most dreaded part, which is the hair, and my cursed way of rendering the hair, which is it's cursed because of how detailed I make it.
Happens to the best of us, brother.
I'm gonna die.
I'm proud of you. You can do it.
I'll do it. I got it.
Hello, Lemmy. How was Final Fantasy VI? Speaking of Final Fantasy VI, there's a ninja in that game. We have a ninja too. Her name's Shy.
Yep, hi. I am Shy, as the cat boy says. I am a girl. I do play video games. Stuff like Final Fantasy 14, probably nosing into other couple Final Fantasies sometimes, whenever. Also Stardew Valley and classic games as well. You can catch me here when we do voice acting for Ace Attorney like so. Also on Wednesdays when we do Fallout 76 with Lon, who sends her best. She could not be here tonight, and we miss her and hope she is doing much better. And yeah, as for myself, been messing around with Dawn Trail, just enjoying the absolute, just trying to get every drop of enjoyment I can out of that thing.
I recently finished the story. I cried.
I'm glad you did. Speaking of crying, Chris Rees.
Hi, I'm Chris Rees. I also tried to get on trail.
Yeah, high five.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
All right, fine.
That's all you got.
Lon is not here tonight. Unfortunately, her Sibian is stuck in the on position. Happens to the best of us. We'll walk away from it. Lil Sharky will also not be joining us because he thinks kissing women is not gay. So, again, we'll see how that factors out next week. But, welcome in, Raiders. Tonight, Phoenix Wright. Dual Destinies, voice acted by how would you describe us collectively?
Objectionable.
Objectionable.
A bunch of nerds.
Definitely not monetizable.
That's mostly.
All right, well, let's dive into it. Listen, these bills aren't paying themselves, and this isn't helping them not pay themselves. But once we left off, we were a woman. Actually, Shy was a woman. I was Phoenix Wright. All right. I guess we'll fill in Lon and Sharky as we go.
You're
So your holographic thingamabob can show us how Ms. Woods is feeling, right?
In a nutshell, yes. The emotions and images that I picked up on just now while listening to her testimony. I can enter all of that into Widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions.
Only 4 moods, I guess. All right.
Just like Princess Peach. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. Look at that smile. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react.
That's the one for when she has to poop.
Hmm.
When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink.
Yes, it is. Good old Ted.
And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprise marker will let us know.
All right.
There's also a fifth marker, the mystery Mouska marker. That one's a surprise marker that can help us later.
Is that like the white mystery flavor airhead?
Mm-hmm.
Something something vice presidential pick. So, with your special ability in Widget's Mood Matrix program, we can track how Ms. Woods is feeling as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology.
Yep, enough about Juan for now. Now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or a noise in Ginny's heart.
Is it
Maybe she didn't
Lumpus?
turn her I don't know if she turned her notifications off or not. See here? This is what the noise looks like in the mood matrix.
Oh, that's... You can fix that. Just run... Here, hold on. Let me... Listen, all you gotta do is just throw a little compressor on it and probably like a wave shaper and it should be fine.
It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop.
Okay, time to listen to Ms. Wood's true testimony. Isn't this a kind of cheating?
Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off. And rubble started falling. It fell on top of me.
Apparently she's into that? Like, a little bit? And I'm not here to kink shame, I'm here to kink grade. What does that classify as?
I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now.
This power of Athena's is incredible.
I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony.
What? Already?
It fell on top of me.
This, when she says it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting.
Listen. Don't don't fucking kink shame me. What you know about big women, Oni?
You
Yeah.
know,
I see you. Well, look at that. This is odd.
There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint left button it. And then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 food markers with A button.
Alright. Widget is registering joy when Ms. Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Ms. Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy?
What?
Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down.
Wait, hold on a second. Is it just me, or is the Discord stream of the game not giving audio?
Did you mute it by chance?
I did not.
I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Computers are stupid. We should never use them. Ever. Let me... give it a shot. Huh?
Hmm.
Hmm.
Do you guys hear anything?
One second. Oh, cool. That doesn't work.
Good night, Lumi.
So it's not just me.
Thanks for
Thought it
the
was just me.
raid. Interesting. All right. I love shit. God damn. Discord, you're so good. Windows, I love.
But yeah, no, it's very quiet when I mute Final Fantasy.
Okay. Voice and video. Ooh. Soundboard is turned off. Excellent. I'm just making sure there's nothing like weird setting. Hmm. Seriously?
Maybe there's some kind of update or change somewhere that might have switched something on the stream viewer. And
Let
look.
me check our good friend Windows sound settings. Now y'all like understand why I want to slam my penis in a car door all the time.
Yeah, this is why I stopped using voice meter.
Well, no one should ever use voice meter. That's a fucking tremendous garbage pile of shit buried under a
I mean, it worked
landfill.
really well until Windows fucked it up regularly every time I updated.
Well, let me go to our friends, the Google. No sound in Discord video. Share.
Sorry, dog.
It's all good. It's all good.
Can't believe Oni's done this. He's spoken the truth.
It is borderless. That's like normally part of choose, but all right. What other things can I check? Sound settings. assume Discord has like permission. Skype? Ugh. People still use that? Discord currently in use. Okay. This shit's
The shit sucks so bad it's a masterpiece.
this shit. Christ. I'm not seeing like anything that would be like trippy. Okay, different. Try that because it's the entire thing.
Nope.
Feel nothing.
Nar.
Alright, I'm out of ideas for now. We'll limp it, I guess.
I mean, it comes through on stream, but
Yeah,
just
but
not
it's
in
not.
Discord.
Alright. You know what? We'll see. Maybe this will fix it. Alright. Let's try this again. I didn't update. Discord has an update every 3 minutes. That's gonna help us at all, but you never know.
Nada.
Alright. Oh, look, everything else is broken. You love to see it.
Perfect.
I love that for me so much.
So that's what you get for daring to restart something.
You know, if I wanted to hear shit, I'd just fart, Chrissy.
It sounds like a personal problem to me.
You know what? You're a personal problem.
Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me.
She likes dudes with spiky hair. Shy.
Apollo?
He used his own body to shield me from the rubble.
So that's when he sustained those injuries.
How do you feel, Junie?
Why she got that A2 smile?
Did talking about Apollo give you some courage?
Yes, Apollo is just like the sun. Strong and bright and warm and handsome and Just talking about it makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. Ah,
I don't think that's the sound plants make when they photosynthesize.
shut the fuck up.
Could you imagine that walking outside in the morning just hearing, "Ah!"
And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden.
Oh, you're right. Thank you, Thena.
Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony.
Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in Ginny's heart.
I guess we'll have to keep going then.
Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right?
When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint left bumper.
That's right. And then you select it from the mood markers with A button.
Which
If we can
one?
find the reason for the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw out even more new testimony.
Hooray.
I tried to run, but I was too slow.
It's because you're not wearing sensible shoes.
Before I could get away, the bomb went off. I was so startled I tripped. Then rubble started falling on me. I thought I was done for. But then Apollo came and rescued me.
Are you sad? You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you?
Yes, I was really happy.
He's like 12.
What?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he's like, okay, maybe 14.
Look at the court record. It tells you how old he is.
All right, we'll take a look then, Miss Sneeko. Oh.
See?
Okay,
but
but she's 18. Actually, yeah, I got no commentary on that one.
That's ancient by Japanese game standards.
Hey, listen, it's better than 15 or 16.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's ancient by Japanese game standards.
Jesus, I'll take the win when I can find it. But there was also something you felt sad about at the same time.
Sad?
The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too.
Oh. I think it's probably because of Bum Rap Riney. What the fuck is that?
In the silent words of the Virgin Mary, come again?
You know, Bum Rap Riney.
Bum Rap Riney. Oh, what do you know? Something new.
That's right. I bought my stuffed animal Bum Rap Riney to watch the trial with me.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. I thought you were cottagecore. You're obviously e-girl. My bad.
What the fuck? Bum Rap Riney and Phony Fancy are brothers. What are these names? I don't even know what these are.
I'm leaving. Good luck.
I mean, the first one, Fanty would be an elephant.
Yeah.
They're just puns on elephant right now.
Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise?
I had Bum Rap Riney with me while I was watching the trial. But it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney! A victim of that terrible bomb! Oh, I know. You can see what it looks like in this poster. for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Nice.
Saying that out loud is really crazy, actually.
Phony Fanty and Bumrap Rhiney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros?
Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Ginny's heart anymore.
So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony?
That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So do you think your new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So, Bumrap Rhiney was in the courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know it, that changes the meaning of the other piece of evidence. All I have to do is present it with the right statement.
I was watching from the gallery with Bumrap Riney. I tried to run, but I was too slow.
Objection!
Yeah. Ms. Woods, now I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are, without a doubt, innocent.
Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now? I've been sleeping for the past 30 minutes, clearly.
My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't that of Phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumrap Rhiney.
Objection!
Who's taking over Sharky's pain?
All right.
Me?
Come on down, Chrissy.
What nonsense is that? I can see that they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor.
But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law. And they both live in court.
Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for
Hi, Eriko.
example.
How was stream? Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertions to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you'll clearly see how these two got mixed up.
Take that!
Oh
Whoa,
shit,
would
you were playing
look at
Flintlock.
that?
How was
The
it?
two tails are exactly the same.
Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals. But the design of their tails is exactly the same. Hell yeah. I know Lon wrote an article about it, so I've been looking to maybe get my hands on it in the future. I'm glad you're enjoying it though.
Order in the court. As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bumrap Wright. We can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb.
Yeah,
As
that's
things
what I
stand,
heard.
I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I loved
You agree,
Forspoken.
Mr. Payne? Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor.
Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around.
Yeah. It's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long.
I believe believe this
Really? What
brings
were you
our
thinking it was gonna be
proceedings
like?
today to a close. Mr. Bain, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yes, you. Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow.
Can we just not and say we did?
No. You must be here tomorrow. Fuck you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and take a look at it in the future. December 17th, 11:56 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 5.
That was so exciting, boss. We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay! True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment.
True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
Story isn't always necessary. You did great, Ms. Woods. You really stuck it out.
And you got really brave just at the end, just like when we needed you most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around.
Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Thena.
Really? Thanks.
Those teeth are gonna fucking haunt my dreams tonight. You see that, dog?
I don't know whether I think it's that they don't align on the right that really bothers me.
I don't have individual teeth, just teeth bones.
Looks like she gives some mean dome, though. And by mean, it's like a fucking peeling a potato.
What the fuck?
Yo, you ever use like the scalloping side of the like a cheese grater, but do it with hot dogs? Yeah, it's like that.
No, I haven't.
So be honest, was I any help at all?
To be honest, do you want an honest answer?
What
Do I
the
get
fuck
something
is
if I
this
say
face?
yes?
No. Of course, yeah. Without you, we would have never gotten out of that really tight spot.
That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Analytical psychology, the ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now.
Hey, where's Apollo anyway?
Probably banging Juniper? You okay? Good question. I almost forgot about him. Somehow. I assumed he'd still be here, in the lobby.
Oh, I know. Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4.
Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion?
When I came out of the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about Bumrap Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be. So we went to go take a look together.
Huh. I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be.
She's jealous. So you went looking for Riney together before you were called back into courtroom number 5?
Yes. I'd had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. And then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify.
Wow, they're really setting you up with that courtroom number, huh?
Apollo insisted on staying there, though.
With all those injuries, I wonder how he's managing.
He's dead.
I think Apollo may have figured something out.
Wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence?
Anyway, we better go and get him.
Well, that's a good idea. December 17th, 12:11 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're... No.
Oh my fucking god, he's fucking dead.
Good.
And that's it for Apollo Justice, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had a great time.
Oh, thank God this one was over quickly. The last ones have really been a slog.
God, you wish it was over just as much as everyone else.
Like, can we go back to the 2D ones? Those ones are way less creepypasta.
What do you mean? You don't like fucking Chip Skylark? Visionary Athena? I don't know if she has a last name.
Not the Chip
Sykes.
Skylark reference.
Athena Sykes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you. She's got them chompers, bro. She must be related to fucking Jaws from Goldeneye. You old enough for that reference?
I know you are.
It was a James Bond reference. Technically, it's from the film Moonraker. Do you not know who Jaws is? What?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen
Moonraker was it's like I think that came out like early mid 70s, so like, you know, the technology of films in the 70s when they were in outer space, so it was pretty fucking laughable. It was 1979. All right, here is all you need to know. Oni, put it up on stream. Oh, come on. Give me the...
Like, I think from that age, the only one I've probably seen is Octopussy.
You know, that one was underrated in my opinion.
I didn't watch a bunch of the older ones.
I was never too interested in.
They're like a guilty pleasure because they're generally horrendous. Yeah, see, look, same teeth. Oh my god. Can I just, like, give me the fucking picture? There we go. Same teeth.
Chris.
Listen, don't make me pull up pictures of the Panacea. We'll get derailed and I'll be talking about what the definition of IDM is for the next hour and a half. I know you have, Wody. That's because you're cultured.
Culture? What's that?
The thing you put on your food that's not Sazon.
Well, that's couture.
That is good shit. Well, this isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. But given how things ended yesterday, I should have seen this coming. Good morning. make it awkward.
Mm.
Oh, the mood sure is tense. Not that's any surprise.
I want to know who gave Phoenix, Apollo more brain damage and give him a high five.
And the brain damage. And the brain damage.
Oh, hey, did you read the paper this morning, boss?
Do you think I actually wake up in time to... Bitch, shut your ass up. Huh? The paper? That came out of left field.
You didn't read it? Then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains.
That's just Larry Butts. Okay, tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena.
It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you'd better watch out, okay?
Athena, what?
Athena needs to stop taking recreational trips to the fucking glue factory.
You really should read the story for yourself. I couldn't even begin to do it justice.
Justice.
Huh?
Oh, now you fucking made her all sad.
Oh, poor Apollo. And it's all my fault. Athena.
Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry.
What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body. He'd been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was laying unconscious. We rushed him to the hospital right away, and it looks like he's gonna pull through. But it was still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Is Miss Woods alright, Athena?
Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on that sofa over there.
She's like a very large and old toddler. I guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo.
Poor Junie. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked is because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom.
Oh? I guess I can see why she'd think that. By the way, how are you doing?
Who, me?
No, the other idiot behind you.
I don't think you should talk about a bailiff like that.
No, fuck 12. That face when the thin blue line crowd has to vote for a convicted felon. Yeah, you. I know you're concerned about Ms. Woods, but are you all right?
Me? I'm just fine, boss.
Your necklace says you're angry.
I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm alright. People who have studied analytical psychology are great at times like these. After all, they've learned how to control their own emotions, too.
Is Soldier Boy still relevant? Somehow, I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. But there's no denying she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he?
He can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted.
Yeah, damn, that would be convenient if he did. I feel like Soldier
Nothing
Boy
about what he
was
was
like...
doing in courtroom number 4, who assaulted him.
I feel like he got caught up in something ridiculous. Like he's trying to start beef with everybody, if I recall correctly.
Doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took to the head.
Assaulted in a court of law and losing your memory at that. I know how that feels.
But who in the world would do such a thing, Mr. Wright?
Do you want the short version or the long version?
Go for the long version. Condensed books are usually boring.
Submit for a recess for the next week.
Just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo.
Now, Athena. I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Let's just focus on helping Ms. Woods, okay? But I admit, I'm just as upset as you.
Okay, boss, you're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Ginny's name.
Apollo's justice can wait.
Ha ha! That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I'd better check the court record one more time before the trial starts.
Birth to Mr. Wright. I'm ready whenever you are.
Yeah, sorry, I'm examining something.
Examine this, pants crab.
I'm examining the fucking parts for your yam pad, you ungrateful cur.
Yam pad?
Yam pad.
Yeah, I bought a TKL and I had one of the 3D prints, so I asked for Kyo to print me a 3D case for a numpad,
Nice.
and then I would pay him with the parts and electronics to build it.
Nice.
Also, my new pickups came in and I was kind of peeling them apart real quick.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get ready to rumble.
You bet.
With everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. But I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right, for Ms. Wood's sake, and Apollo's, too. So what I did was what every other prosecutor that I've faced has done, and I just made shit the fuck up. December 18th, 9:50 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 5. Yeah.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Wood. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense fucked the prosecutor's mom, Your Honor.
Now then, that's rude. I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question?
Ba-bang. Ba-doo-doo-doo.
I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor.
I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed.
Bruh. Hey, Yuriko, how many times have you heard that? I hit the air horn button, but I have that.
It's the judge.
I already said that. Right? Yeah. No, I definitely already said that. Because Kyo made a cry. Hmm?
What?
I apologize, Your Honor.
Aha! Looks like the prosecution is just as unprepared as I am. I don't think that's anything to be proud of.
There is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial.
A separate matter, you say? And what might that be?
I assume you're aware that another incident occurred during yesterday's
Yeah,
trial.
I'm not a good listener either.
I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4.
Uh-oh. Why is he bringing that up? He probably
Yes,
is.
what a truly harrowing experience it must have been. For Mr. Justice.
At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone.
This prosecutor and like all the prosecutors have like the worst haircuts ever.
He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods.
Bro, really?
Yeah, really. The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods on the charge of Mr. Justice's assault.
Was there a police investigation? You can't just randomly start charging people with things.
Order! Order! Mr. Payne, the incident under deliberation here is the courtroom bombing. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial.
But I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault.
Totally straight.
Please take a moment to
Ma'am,
consider these
please.
facts. Both events occurred in courtroom number 4.
Wow.
I didn't say they were good facts or well-researched facts. This is the location in courtroom number 4 where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it is quite close to where Detective Arm's body was found.
Thanks, I guess.
Question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice?
Why indeed? What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne?
I believe Mr. Justice found something in the courtroom while Mrs. Woods was with him. Whatever. Evidence that fingered her as the perpetrator of the bombing.
While I don't deny there was likely fingering, I don't think it was that kind.
You mean he found some incriminating evidence?
Precisely. And so, I surmise the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him.
Objection!
Jenny would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that. You're a bad man.
Miss Sykes, please control your outbursts.
It's the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself.
Very well. Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice.
What? Why are you listening to fucking Rag? Yeah. fucking carpet ass toupee looking motherfucker over there. Although, considering our conversation yesterday,
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
I wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Maybe the two incidents really are related after all.
I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself.
Yeah, and I'd like to start with you shutting the fuck up, but can't always get what we want, huh?
Yeah, no, that's just not going to happen. Fuck you.
All right, middle-aged Fonzie, whip it up.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring Ms. Woods to the witness stand.
I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop.
Ms. Woods. Guess she's still really upset about Apollo. Can't believe Chrissy left us to go and get. I see how it is. Yeah. Having to adjust your gunny sacks.
I am incredibly tired this time.
Nah, I feel you, dog. This week just ain't been it. This month just ain't been it. This year, I mean, don't get me wrong, lots of cool shit happened this year, but this year can also like fuck right off.
It's also really hot.
Yeah, it's well, like the heat isn't bad, but out here it's just the fucking humidity, and all the houses in the city are basically like fucking ovens. Motherfuckers all brick and stucco.
Yeah, my room is just really hot for some reason, but I also get really hot easy. Hold on, let me see. My air conditioner's on, but it's not fucking doing anything.
Should kick it. Give it some percussive maintenance. That's a fancy term for smacking it around.
I apparently need to get back in the habit of preparing like 3 liters of water for this.
Yeah. Oh well. It's a Tuesday. We're all off sync.
Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not?
Yes, I did.
Good, good. If you would then, please testify about what happened to the court.
Can you testify about what the hell do you have on your head?
Bruh. Alone with Apollo. Oh, she's gonna testify about that, huh?
During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom ruins together.
This baseline has no right being as funky as it is. No, that's right, you can't hear it.
But then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in courtroom number 4. He still had to nut.
Mock nut!
I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person?
She could have just been like, yeah, he's an impact bottom. He's into it. Can't remember shit. What's he gonna say?
So, Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeling unwell. What in an admirable young man. I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature.
Jesus Christ.
He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be really nice too.
I hope she didn't hurt her wrist backhanding that one out.
But one has to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins?
He's an amateur speleologist. Oh, fuck you. I know you've seen plagiarism in YouTube more than 5 times, Chrissy.
I'm not acknowledging you. Fuck off.
I think Apollo may have figured something out.
Something? What kind of something?
Something to do with the courtroom bombing. Kind of something, I think.
Oh, new evidence for the case, was it? That's a very big kind of something indeed.
I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away.
Just as I thought, there is a connection between the two incidents. But the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor.
What lie is that?
When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy the evidence.
Yeah, I don't know about that, dude.
No! I never!
Objection. So Mr. Woods repaid Mr. Justice's kindness with violence. We found the proof of her foul deed there in the courtroom ruins.
What on... Really? This is like the 4th time we've done this in these games, Payne. Really?
You see it there, in front of Mr. Justice's right hand.
No, I'm sorry, I don't read English.
Witness the message he left us.
It's written in blood. W-O-O-D-S. Why is that?
That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods in capital letters.
What?
I submit Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he fainted.
No, that can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name?
Mr. Wright, the nerve of him leaving that message. Why would he do this?
Yeah, hey, don't take it out on me. I don't understand it any more than you do. When we discovered Apollo yesterday? Apollo?
No.
We didn't even have the chance to rush over to him. As soon as security heard Athena's scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area. And after that, they were in courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves, and we had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find some bloody writing there.
Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Cross-examine this.
Indeed, I do have a cross-examination for you, pants grab.
During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom ruins together.
Alright, tell me more. Why exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins?
We went to look for my medicine to stop my coughing.
Your medicine? Why would your medicine be in courtroom number 4?
I dropped it in the heat of the moment. Bum Rap Riney, he was keeping my medicine safe from me. He has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see?
And Phony Fancy has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted.
I had put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bum Rap Riney. When I told Apollo that, he said he'd help me go look for him. There was so much rubble in there. I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. So when I got inside, Apollo went straight there and started looking for my Riney in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all his injuries. Apollo's so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest.
The way she makes him sound, you'd think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Oh, wait.
So that's why you went to the ruin. That seems to be quite an important fact. Please add it to your testimony, Ms. Woods.
Apollo started looking for Bum Rap Riney near the witness stand, where there was no rubble.
Objection!
No? So he started to oh god. So he started his search with the witness stand, you say?
That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave and strong.
But that's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of.
But he was, and he still is.
No, I mean, like, yeah, he can walk, but like.
He might not look it, but he really is brave and kind too.
No, that's not the part I'm finding fault with. Someone wants to slurp Apollo's soul out through his nutsack.
Fuck.
Listen, dog, you know it's true when, like, you finish and they still keep sucking. It's like, ah! What you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do.
But I should think anyone can be brave and kind if they wanted to, Mr. Wright.
Have you seen the man with the dead animal stapled to his fucking head across the courtroom?
No, I hadn't noticed.
Oh, well, what's his fucking excuse? True, anyone can be brave and kind. But if you would please take a look at this diagram. With the courtroom in this state, how was it possible to walk up to the witness stand?
Oh,
Wow, I forgot that was me.
I see your point. The robo blocks off access to the area around the witness stand.
Does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it.
Great. Now I'm not so sure it matters.
A real man doesn't make mountains out of molehills, you know.
But that's precisely what Mr. Wright does best.
I call slander? That's not cool, Judge.
So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy just from this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene?
Let me see, Your Honor. Yeah, I have one more. Here it is. It's a more pulled back version of the photo I presented before.
Okay. Huh? What's that hunk of metal on wheels? Mr. Payne, is that the metallic object in that photo Mr. Tonate's bomb transport case?
That's right. Is there some sort of problem?
Ah, yes, the transport case was there in courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. It must have been there ever since.
oh, that's it.
Ms. Woods, have you remembered something?
Yes, I just realized its position. It's different from before.
Its position? The position of what? Apollo?
The position of that big metal thing.
The bomb transport case?
Yeah, when Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Where the case is in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand.
I see. So, where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it?
As I recall, I think it was more to the right.
To the right? Then that means... Well, in that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack?
Who cares?
Who cares where the transport case was and when? What difference does it make? It has nothing at all to do with what we were talking about.
Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear.
What?
Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed. And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack.
Yes, Your Honor. This diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. Ugh. And this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. Alright, I have this. The bomb transport case was here at the time of Apollo's attack.
Take that!
Your Honor, I assert that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault.
But that's...
Inconceivable.
Ms. Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it?
Yes. Yes, that's where it was.
No. Thank you, Ms. Woods. Yeah, I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about that position.
The transport case covers up the writing in blood.
Exactly. If the transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
Why should we believe the defendant's claim that that case was in a different position? She's obviously lying.
Objection!
The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Ms. Wood's testimony alone.
What? Where's this proof you're talking about?
You didn't fucking see it? It's right here in the crime photo. Are you fucking blind?
I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright.
You're old. You definitely are blind.
Who was that whippersnapper?
Right there. The fucking dirty ass wheels over this bandage. Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here.
I see, but what is it?
It's it.
What is it?
It's it.
What is it?
You want it all, but you can't have it.
I don't remember the next line of the song.
It's in your
Come
face,
on.
but you can't grab it.
Grasp it.
Grasp
Yeah.
this, pants crab! This mark was made by one of the casters from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then, after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved. Just as Ms. Woods said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood.
You did it, boss. It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off.
Like his wig. Yep, that should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards.
Order, order in the court. Mr. Wright, that was a very clever deduction. Mostly because I'm fucking blind.
Aw, it was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that, pain.
Boss, I'm sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off of you.
And?
I have just one question, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did?
Prosecutor Payne, because I just fucked his ass. Huh?
What?
Ow.
Well... Ah, shit. Looks like I should have taken that train of thought through the station.
Well, I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it?
This feeling, it brings back memories of the old days. Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin.
Gee, Mr. Wright, the judge kind of makes you sound no better than a 2-bit con man.
You made your argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear you answer with just as much confidence.
Hey, until the judge asked the question, you didn't catch on either.
What now, boss?
I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner.
Think, Phoenix. Think. There must be a way through this. I have to dig my way to the truth somehow. Who could have written that message in blood? If it wasn't Apollo, who could have left the bloody message? Fucking deadly.
Take that!
To be honest, I don't really have any proof of this, but fucking YOLO. Besides Apollo, there was only one person who'd shed blood at this crime scene.
A person who shed blood? You don't mean...
Oh, but I do. I believe it was Candace Arm. Candace Arm, tug this dick, who left behind this message in blood.
What? How does that help your client at all, you fucking moron?
What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here?
Just nod and smile. Not really.
Objection!
What kind of ridiculous assertion is that? You had said the attacker left the message to throw people off. It might have made sense.
Well, at first glance, that would seem to be a reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message.
Uh-oh.
I see. Even the photo makes it clear there wasn't enough blood to write those letters. And Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively. Shame.
But why would Detective Arm write the defendant's name? There's no connection between the two whatsoever.
I didn't even know who the lady was killed.
I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. They had never even met each other.
That's very true. Well then, let's see. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be.
The intended meaning?
Yeah, as the lady was bleeding out, she decided to just make a fucking puzzle. I guess. I don't know. It's this game.
Not what it appears to be.
Maybe the message was not intended to be Woods.
Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have some other meaning? You've never done that before.
Yeah, Your Honor. For something I pulled out of a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right?
Objection!
It clearly says woods, as anyone can plainly see.
I can't fucking read.
What other meaning could it possibly have?
Objection!
But Candace Arm was a detective. Maybe woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example.
I didn't think of that.
You may have tricked His Honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, you may have already guessed.
It's not like you're out on dates.
Man, it is really disturbing that like lock of hair is fully 3D animated and the rest is just like painted on my skull and doesn't move ever.
Yeah,
Kind of weird.
real springy. Maybe that's why women find you unattractive. Well, one of many reasons.
Yeah, I really hate everything about this.
Blowing, blowing, blowing.
And there's no such radio code as woods in this state, dear Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact? Huh.
Don't look at me. I know as much as you do about police codes.
Helpful.
Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's new theory. But if they can't substantiate anything with anything, I must end things here.
No, please wait, Your Honor.
Very well, but before we discuss this theory further, I demand a plausible explanation. Bitch. So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing?
Well, I believe it's...
No stalling! You can't come up with an answer quickly. I will declare this discussion officially over.
I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language, or maybe it's a code. Think, Phoenix. You can do this.
Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word woods really means?
Yeah, I don't know this one.
The bomb transport case.
Yeah.
I've had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Man, fuck you. Hey, is that place where they have all the goofy shit up on the walls?
I didn't hear you, sorry.
Well, take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L10015R. Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar?
Oh, 100? What does that have to do with anything?
What could those numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand?
Well, now please look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I think I see it.
Oh my, kidding me. That a girl. That's one on my side.
It says woods. We already talked about this.
Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character isn't a W, it's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros.
Oh my goodness.
True meaning behind the bloody writing isn't Ms. Wood's name. It's the number engraved on this bomb transport case. Enjoy.
What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
But the number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Sure? Oh, yeah. You get rid of the John and then the curvy boy. Please erase the third downward stroke of the W and the curved part of the D. Yeah, no curved D's. Sorry, only straight.
Whoa, would you look at that? Lewis. Like Superman's girlfriend?
No, Your Honor, it isn't meant to be read as a word. It's the number L10015, which, if you take away the final R, which looks busted off there, is the exact same number that's on the bomb transport case.
Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can change anything into anything else by simply erasing lines.
Yeah, like your receding hairline?
What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy as Mr. Wright?
I guess.
Well, would you, Mr. Wright? I don't know why I'm buying into this.
The only right spelling is right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, and I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people.
What?
The original message Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number. But whoever assaulted Apollo changed that message.
If you're right, boss, then what do you suppose Detective Arm was trying to tell us?
That's a great question. What does this number represent?
Do you see this number here? That is my identification number.
Candace Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could have only had one purpose.
No.
To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing.
Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name.
The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than... He's 55. He's fucking old. It's this asshole. The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tonate on the charge of the courtroom bombing. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, hello?
Tony?
Apparently, disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tonate's only specialty. Somehow, the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So, when she was caught in the blast, she left. You okay, Baba? She left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime.
Objection!
What? Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't they just write the person's name?
He's got a good point there.
What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright?
That only Detective Arm would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Arm couldn't recall Mr. Tonate's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other.
Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit. Thus lowering the odds they would erase the bloody writing.
But no matter the reason, the important thing there is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains she wrote Mr. Tonate's ID number.
Objection!
Now, just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof that it was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it.
Not
Bloody
a
writing wasn't
problem.
found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Arm had left the message, it should have been found at that time.
Objection!
Well, naturally, Mr. Tonate hid it before anyone else could discover it. And there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so.
What?
Mr. Tonate was able to cover the message up because he's the first to find the body.
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body.
When Mr. Tonate saw that the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure.
Oh, so that's why the message in blood was under the transport case.
He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report the body right away, he would look suspicious. So those letters lived on to serve another function, when Mr. Tonate used them in another incident.
Oh, the assault on Mr. Justice.
Exactly. Mr. Tonate hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purpose. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it, by adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arm left behind. He changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Ms. Woods of the attack.
So that means...
The only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tonate.
I guess Mr. Payne forgetting where he's not supposed to do that without somebody to watch him.
Mm-hmm.
Order. Order in the court, I say. Looks like we will have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tone take the witness stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
That was great, Mr. Wright.
Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants.
Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try.
Finally drawn Mr. Tone back onto the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart.
Mr. Tone, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you.
I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable.
Objection!
I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonate. The message in blood matches your ID number. The same ID number that is there on that bomb transport case you keep fucking lugging around.
Such a far-fetched theory. No better than a tangled ball of wires. I'll have them untangled for you in no time at all.
You were the first person on the scene after Detective Arm left her message in blood. You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later.
I see times two, but then let me ask you, do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message?
That's a very good question. Well, do you, Mr. Wright?
The best way to prove that Detective Arm wrote the message is to, I don't know, analyze DNA. Blood. Your Honor, I request that a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know whose it is, it would be obvious as to who wrote the message.
Very well. Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensic team.
Yes, Your Honor!
It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis, so we're just gonna faff around until it's done.
Oh, great.
Once again, predicted the next line.
Well, good news. We get to faff for another week. Ow. Hey, we did it. With only 4 people this time. I'm proud of you, I think. Is that what a parent would say? Normally, as a parent, I have to say, what is in your mouth? Stop it. Drop that.
Now you sound like Lon.
Yeah, true. Well, we did it. I know Oni needs to go to bed because he's a sleepy baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Me too. I want to go play with my ferret and to never have to work again.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah. Kidding me? You know how much fun it is to play with a ferret?
Yes.
So you see my point. Alright, friendos, we gonna call it. Mr. Sharky is not here, but he will tell you that he loves you all very much. Lon is also busy, indisposed, definitely not tied up to a bed or anything. But those of us we do have here, we have Shy. Who is definitely not
impressed.
crying at the end of Dawn Trail.
I haven't reached it yet, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, thanks for having me on. I had a lot of fun. As for upcoming this week, I've got to reconstruct my OBS and everything. So yeah, I'm going to be chipping away at that and reconstructing everything, which is going to be so much fun. But definitely, I'll be back here tomorrow night with Fallout, and hopefully Lon will be with us. I think she's planning. Yeah. As for everything else, hey, be good to each other. You never know if this is the last time you're gonna see someone, so why not make it nice?
Yeah. Oni Hart, tell them about what game they should play this week.
Hmm. Hey man, Zenless Zone Zero is free and it's tight. Go play that game.
It is purty.
Yeah, my brain's not working, so that's all I got.
I got you, dog. Chris Rees. Does not smell like weed smell.
Thank God. It's so nice. You know, I had one of the windows open in my bedroom because it was like 76 in here.
Mm-hmm.
Just stuck a fan in it and cooled down the entire house by like 15 degrees last night. No worries about smelling hot.
Hell yeah.
But anyways, I'm Chris Reese. I lead the raid group that's in Final Fantasy 14. We might actually be reforming this week, a week early, to do some of the new EX fights. Other than that, I'm fucking around in whatever it's called, Last Epic, and moving.
Well, hell yeah. Don't Toy With Me Nagatoro officially ended. That shit was good. But I'm gonna do my thing. We get this wrap up. All right, friends. Thanks for hanging with us. We will be back tomorrow. I'll probably do like a 15 run Pokemon run. And then we'll play some 76 with the bunny, the ninja, and the cat. And then I don't know. Maybe we'll take some shots at Shiba in SMT5. But yeah, that's what I got, and hopefully you all take care of yourselves. I appreciate all the raids. Y'all are quite tremendous, and the resubs, and just thanks for being here. Join us in the Discord if you want. It's a fun place to be, I promise. If you haven't checked out the YouTube, definitely recommend it. Easy way to get caught up on what you may or may not have missed. If you're a tea drinker, check out the blends we put together with our friends over at Adagio, proceeds benefiting the Trevor Project. My wife has a super freaking cool Etsy that I would definitely recommend. It is just the bee's knees and absolutely filled with all sorts of custom crafted stuff. Bone jewelry, fake bone jewelry for those internationally, but check it out. Last but not least, you want to support stream, support streamer, get extra cooking votes, feel free to check out the stream wish list over at Throne, and I will love you forever. But for now, let us find someone to raid, and we will catch you tomorrow. Alright, friendos. I think I figured out who we gonna raid. We're gonna go yell at Etta. Looks like they just wrapped up 2033 Redux, so we should bully them into playing the next game, which is Dying Light, I think. Anyway, any last words before we go?
Last words before we go.
Alright, goodbye, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
Yep. Catch you tomorrow night.